Hey guys, thanks for coming back. Today's one of them days where I gotta get my supplies in and I gotta spend some time getting some firewood processed, cut and split and everything. I pull everything down the hill on the sled when I got a good load. So I throw a tarp over it, pack it all in. Then I wrap the tarp and bungee it like a mummy on there, because what happens is I go down the hill and it wants to turn or gets ahead of me. I got to turn around backwards and let down in spots, and it just goes crazy, and I just try to keep it all tight together if it does roll or whatever. But anyway, it's just mostly going to be doing chores, but I do got some thoughts on being frugal, being resourceful, and thinking outside the box for 2021, which I've always kind of been that way, but I want to try to do a better job at it. It's what's got me by, and I think that's a whole, to me that's a whole thing of survival and getting by. I brought this bucket along, a metal bucket. I want to show you a few things. I brought that for a few purposes. So stick around, we'll get down to camp. I'm gonna have a fire outside. I got chores to do, wood to cut, things to put away, but I won't get into too much of that. I'll try to keep it short. Mostly I'm just trying to think outside the box today. That's gonna be my topic. So Ty came along with me again. She just gets so excited when I go. I get all this stuff packed up in the living room, and she jumps right in there like she's part of it, and she gets so excited. Yeah, I can't leave her out in the kennel when it's cold out like this overnight and all that. So stick around, and hopefully we have a good time. I think we will. So we're at the hot tent camp, and I'm getting a fire going. I want to tell you about this bucket. I brought it along. It's just a metal bucket. I cleaned it out best I could at home. I used some different things, and I won't go into that, but I dug that rubber seal out with a rubber band, and took side cutters and cut the plastic pour spout off. I took side cutters and cut the handle off, so it's all metal, but it's got some paint on it. So I'm gonna run it through the fire a few times, but it can serve a few purposes for me. I can go down or up, find some water, get me a couple gallons, bring it back and boil it if I need to, a couple gallons at a time. But I can wash in it. I can wash myself, I can wash my dishes in it, I can do my laundry in it if I need to. Today, could I build I was thinking, today I was gonna make a oven out of it. Like I'm sure you've seen me or other people use their bush pots and make ovens to bake in. I was gonna do that today and bake up a little different meal for you. I could build a rock oven and this and that, but today I got to do chores. I've got to get wood. I just don't have time for them sort of things, and then it's only going to serve really one purpose for me. I can bake on it, or maybe I can cook on it or whatever, but I've got a stove in the tent, my DIY hot tent. Like I say, I started off saying being frugal. the tent, the stove, and everything I've built. Could I have gone out and bought it all? Yeah, I probably could have, you know. Could I, you know, it's just so much thoughts running through my head this year, you know, on being prepared and just I love the bushcraft survival stuff, the off-grid stuff. It's all knowledge you can pick up and learn from and store it in your mind and keep gaining knowledge. But sometimes I think about, you know, is all my prepper stuff going to be there if something happened? You know, what happens? When is shit going to hit the fan, if it ever does? Where will I be? Will I be ready, prepared? It's all up here is the best place you can be prepared, I feel like. And being frugal all my life, I've been trained that way, taught that way. I practice it every day. It leads me to being resourceful. It helps me gain knowledge. There goes that mouse. He was in the tent. He chewed up the paper towels some more and knocked a few things over, ate a box of crackers I had, but I just seen him run out. So Ty might find him, I don't know. There might be more than one in there, who knows. But I'm gonna get this fire going on. I'll get back to the subject. I got a lot of work to do. I got unpacking to do, and I got firewood. I got to get firewood cut and split. So I'm gonna get back with you after I do some work, get this fire built up, get this bucket burned a while, and then we'll work on our lunch. Working on one well done bucket here. I got all that drug up. That's for this outdoor fire. I got my sled ready, my saw. My saw started getting me thinking about, you know, those gear reviews and all that, man. I watch them and I think, I see them, I gotta have that. Oh my gosh. But it's like, stop. Do you need it or do you want it? There's some cool stuff out there, and man, I'd have it all if I actually thought I'd put it to good use. But like I said, my saw's like is under $100. I've had bigger, better ones and done a lot of work with saws, but that little thing, it does what I need to do out here, and I don't have to worry about somebody steals it, whatever. But on up in there, up the hill ways, I don't think you can see too good in here, but you can see some locusts laying. There's a bunch of trees laying down up there, and they're locusts, so them are what I'm after. I'll go up there and cut them and drag them down here with the sled. We're starting to get a little snow, but turn this bucket a couple more times. I gotta get to work. Trying to work a better path back into there. Set up some of this junk on the way, but got me thinking, I don't mean no disrespect to anybody about gear or anything or nothing like that. Hey man, it's all good. It's just my view on this stuff. I'm a tightwad, I'm frugal like I said. I'm just trying to tell you how I get by. I don't mean nothing against anybody or nothing like that. You do what's best for you. I'm just showing you a different viewpoint from where I come from. I just had to stop and say that. I don't want to get on anybody's, I don't want to rub anybody wrong or nothing. This is just me. Take it or leave it, it don't matter to me, you know what I mean? I just another day in the woods, guys. I got like one more load and my tools up there to go back up and get one more time, and I got a pretty good pile down there. I think I'll quit the cutting and hauling for today and do some busting and start working on my lunch. That's not a bad little stack to work with. I'll get that busted up and that'll last me a while. I don't want to spend all day cutting and everything, and got some more junk to burn there and get our lunch on, but most of that stuff will bust pretty easy, and that stuff burns good and hot. Some of it turned out to be sassafras, some of it's locust, and it's a good mix. Got one sweet fire out here, but I'm just heating up a little water in there. I brought some dish soap this time. I'm gonna wash that thing up good and everything. Now, I'm sure you guys could use a nice stainless stock pot or something to upgrade your bush pot baking game. You know, I do a lot of bush pot cooking, baking. I like it, but you know, sometimes it's just the meals are small and you got to do it 2 or 3 times, and I just want to upgrade that a little bit. And this bucket will be fine. I make some hobo stoves out of coffee cans, and as long as you know, keep them wiped down, put up a little bit, they last forever. But the thing about this is it's like my little buddy Tyler calls it, it's the right price, free 99. So if something, I can always just throw the stupid thing away and make another one if it comes down to it, whatever. But I've seen this stuff last a lot longer than what you would think. But I got it washed up pretty good now. I gotta get a good rinse on it and give it another heat up and dry. And the fire's getting down there, it's getting closer. Well, fire's getting pretty close now. I kind of fashioned me a simple handle on here, mostly to clog up that hole. I got a little bit of airspace in there. I don't want it totally shut off, build up steam and pop the lid off, but because the lid actually fits still pretty tight. But I just took some of that cedar and kind of did it something like a mallet or whatever. But that's all. I can pop that lid off and on with it being hot. Hopefully it didn't get too fancy, as if it could burn up, catch on fire or whatever. But I got this this little rack I keep on top the wood stove in there, and it seems to fit pretty nice and snug in the bucket, which I'm sure you can figure out anything for whatever you got. But I'm gonna put it in line with my handle, so I know when my handle's up center, the grate in there is center. So I gotta kind of set it down here and push it in. It fits really good, really. It's a pretty snug fit. Might need a little bit of help here. Oven. Rearrange this fire a bit. Got some good coals down there. That's what I need to bake in. So, am I gonna go get a snare a rabbit or shoot a rabbit or whatever and bake it? One of these days I might. Not today. Oh boy, it's hot. Am I gonna cook bacon on the fire? No. back tie. Today we're thinking outside the box. Nuts, huh? Get back. It's not for you. I was reading in Google, and it was, get out of my stuff. It's absolutely unbelievable if you Google how many people eat TV dinners, Americans anyway, that's what it said. Thousands every year. For 2020 it was, I can't even remember how many thousands, but it was estimated to rise to way more by 2024. All right. That lid doesn't fit quite as perfect as I thought it would because of that grate. It's pushing out on it, but I think it's gonna be fine. Ooh, hot. But anyway, I considered smashing the top of that down where I could throw coals on top of it also and cook from the top down, but I don't think it needs it. I think it'll heat up in there just fine. It calls for $350 for 45 minutes in a conventional oven. So I'm thinking around, it's probably hotter than that, but I'm thinking around a half hour here. I can get probably most of my wood split and then I'll be ready to eat. It's just a speed maul. The thing works, it's 4 pounds, works great. I can usually go through it pretty good. This stuff's seasoned pretty well. Sometimes I gotta stand it, sometimes I don't. Plenty of work to do with firewood, that's for sure, but man, it keeps that tent warm. I like the locust best, but poplar and sassafras is out here, but I just grab what's already down in season most of the time. I've taken a couple down that were already dead, but this well seasoned stuff, it burns so good and hot. So I got that little stack out of that. That's pretty good few days or whatever amount there. It'll last me a while. I started warming up the tent, got the fire going in there. I forgot to tell you, I knocked that fire down quite a bit and got the coals down there, and I had to I forgot to put my cookie sheet in there to put under that TV dinner, so I pulled that out, put that cookie sheet in there, and I got it in there. I'm about to pull it out here in a minute. I'll set this camera up where I can work with it. Should be getting pretty close. Would you look at that? Oh man, this thing's nice and hot. Gonna have a little butter. Oh, it's hot. Smoke getting in my eyes now too. Well, guys, looks like we got us a TV dinner out in the backwoods. Let me get set up a little better where the smoke ain't killing me. When's the last time you had TV dinner? Salisbury steak. I haven't had one of these in years, actually. Green beans. Good and buttery. Wow. Oh, cracked myself up, guys. I don't know, I'm just trying to, I don't know, trying to get a little bit of a point across or something, but I'm not a preacher. I just am what I am. Look at that chocolate cake in there. Oh man, I remember eating these things when I was a kid all the time. My dad was the best TV dinner cook ever. But it's actually good. So I haven't had one in so long. Cooked on the fire, everything's good, right? I hope you can get something out of this. Take something away from it. I don't know, guys. Don't forget to think outside the box once in a while. I had another fun day. I had a lot of work to get done, but I got it done, and everything's turning out. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.